reverse engineering. Dulu, we say, do what I tell you to do, don't do what I do. Betul tak? Kan? Now you need to engage with people. You need to educate people and you need to empower. DG was telling about empowerment. Empower your senior MOs who can do surgery. Empower them to do anesthesiology. Why have double standard? East Malaysia, yes. PPP doing, MOs doing cesarean. Over here, everything flopped. No way you're going to do. Pakas only do. What the heck's happening? Empower. You're going to move forward, so on and so forth. You need to educate. Educate here, educate even your superiors, but in a correct way. Okay? Educate. Because we don't know everything. You need to inform us. Your peers, subordinates, community, professional bodies, etc., etc. Engage and empower them. In the 21st century, it's empowerment of the public and the community that we're talking about to move healthcare. Enhancing quality of care. We need to continue producing specialists, subspecialists or super specialists. We do this through our Masters in Parallel Pathway. But I'm going to introduce the word liberalization of postgraduate studies. That's the way forward now. Previously, if you want to become specialist, you have to be within the government service, take your Masters, alright, get scholarship, we tie you down for about 1 or 2 years, and then you go off, but you still get your postgraduate degree. But now, if you look with the contract doctors coming in, can they go to master's program? What is it? Universities accept them? Yes, universities are accepting them, but as private students. Alright, in contracts, that means after 5 years of contract, your contract's not renewed. So these MOs will be working elsewhere, but you can still do masters, but as a private student, but you have your own funding, those kind of things. So we have to look into this liberalization of postgraduate studies. Yeah, national curriculum. You're talking about quality of care. We have to make sure that there is a national curriculum so that we're preparing those even doing MRCPs, MRCOGs, whatever it is, to look at this. A colleague of mine, again, during the get-together, said, why the heck do you need all these things? Let us move. We've been doing good all this while, doing our MRCPs, MRCOGs, this kind of thing. Yeah, but then I told my colleague, do you know that these young specialists, when they come back, they can't even manage dengue cases? They cannot manage dengue cases. He just kept quiet. I don't want to move. You want to move with me on that topic? We can have a debate. I said, I think let's just enjoy our food. And we went on eating. Okay? So now we're also talking about the possibility of relicensing for specialists. You can be a super duper specialist, but how do you know 10 years down the road you can still perform as good as you are? Surgeons, ophthalmologists, plastics, but I believe the surgical base, as you grow older, Parkinson, the trembling starts in. You're going to be out of job. And do you think you're going to be able to do as well as you are? Think about it. So we have to really recertify. Yeah, you have to really look into all these things. Okay, 5 years, 10 years down the line, for recertification. Report cards. We're talking about performance and accountability. We've started already with the pengarah hospitals. They have their own report cards every year to show the performance, and they compare across all 145 hospitals. We've started with the ophthalmologists. Okay, with QSM, they are now monitoring their own performance. DG has been pestering for all other disciplines to move on board and for us to measure their performance. But as a start, we will not put this on the public front. We'll be using it for consumption within Ministry of Health, where you know where you stand across other hospitals, but the other hospitals will not be named. Across all other peers within your own fraternity, but they will not be named. But you know where you stand, because the others will just be given alphabets or numbers. Alright? And you stand where you are. But in the future, what happens is that the public will decide whether I want to come to you. With the strings of professional degrees behind you, it doesn't mean a thing if your outcome is not there. Yeah? And of course, we're talking about pay for performance. I put this as P number 4 and a P. That's the short form. P for P. And that's what is going to happen. How are we going to do this? We're going to look at case mix and so on and so forth. So managing out of control healthcare costs through cost containment measures. That's the way we need to look at this. And specialists, you being the leader, formal or informal within your own unit, ward, hospital, at the nation level or the state level, you need to understand about cost containment. We're going to go forward with outsourcing. We're going to do leasing, that has been said to all of you. There's the lean initiatives, clustering of hospital services. Okay, we'll talk about point of care testing. We'll talk about pool procurement yesterday by DG. We talk about value-based medicine, case mix. We talk about digitalizing our medical documents. Yeah, automation, my HICS and my HDW. Alright, these are ways that we want to get data, collect the data, integrate the data, big data analytics, and see what is it that we have done right or wrong, the patterns of care, what kind of services that we feel that you should be going out, and we contract those kind of services in the near future. We also talk about optimization of resources. DG talked about global surgery. And this is going to be done by Dr. Pulau and Dato Yusof. That's the way forward for all of us. DG talked about urbanization of healthcare yesterday. Okay, stepping off daycare procedures. We have a list of about 300 daycare procedures that can be done, not only by the surgical base, but also medical base. You have to look into this. I believe that the younger ones are more comfortable with this, more accommodative. The dinosaurs amongst us do not want to go for daycare surgery. We fear so much, alright? But that's the only way we have to move now. Not building any more hospitals, okay? But optimizing whatever that we have. Policies have to be changed. We talk about CAPD versus hemodialysis. There's the way forward that we want to do, not building hemodialysis centers anymore. And we talk about enhancing public-private partnership and collaboration. As you know, we've got the Health Advisory Council that's advising the minister. There was a directive given by the council to the medical program. They want to look about retraining of housemen and MOs. They want to ask us question about what aspects of collaboration and partnerships are you talking about with the private sector. So, unfortunately, it was supposed to have been done last week, but it was postponed. So it's going to be done sometime soon. And Dato Baris have to take the lead, as I think I'm not going to be around when the date comes for that. Also, the new deputy DG will to look into this. So we're talking about facilities, we're talking about expertise. Can we rent facilities? Can we talk about expertise we are doing now in terms of sessional and so on and so forth? We look at that. I would like all of you, in moving forward, to look outside medicine, but not in your own technology, of course in your own technical area. Then you have to look within your fraternity. But in other areas of patient care, you need to learn from the experiences of the automotive industry, airline industry, hotel industry. Stop claiming health industry is unique, that we are only second to God, right up there. Please, it's not that anymore. We are not unique. How many of us really do like what diligently our pilots do? They still go around with so much automation. They still go around before flying a plane. They go around and they check everything. They go down. We wanted our surgeons, surgery to go up, but many, do they go up? At the end of the day, CMOs go up. I'm getting complaints, these kind of things. Surgeons are still not coming up. So, what are we talking about? safe care. We have to look into all these things. And that, is that true? That there's nothing we can learn from others? Please, there's a lot of things we can learn. Right up to this day, I'm still learning a lot of things from others. Understand that no man is an island. Yeah, diseases are getting very, very complex. So do their management. And we talk about multidisciplinary care. It is no more surgeons or our specialists telling the allied health and nursing, do what I tell you to do. Don't ask questions. It's no more there. Like I said, I think we had this debate, correct? It's all about doing the teamwork kind of thing, recognizing, empowering. I think is my good friend Dato my neurosurgeon around? No, it's gone back. This is what we say. Why two simple boreholes must be taken by the neurosurgeons, and they ask a lot of things before patients are being sent back. I want a CT scan done, I want this done, I want 2 packs of blood. At the end of the day, without that, don't send the patients. Alright? At the end of the day, you don't even need the 2 packs of blood. What happens? Wasted. See, these are the things, and that's why I think, Dr. Yusof, I think you're very bold enough. I need you to move forward. We need to share. Alright? Areas of interest is better than asking. Let the neurosurgeons focus on complex things. Decongest. Alright? Otherwise, it's a pity for the patients to be waiting. So we are talking about multidisciplinary care. Alright? Tell our allied health, okay, move together with me, side by side, and not behind me, and follow my instructions. The other thing we would like you all to do is prepare, enhance the healthcare providers' credibility capital. I call it credibility capital for all of you. This is the 5 minds of the future I expect from all clinicians. The disciplined mind, the synthesizing mind, creative mind, respectful mind, the ethical mind. It's all towards building mental and spiritual resilience. Alright, if you want to cope with stresses and move along. General areas of competencies, okay, the technical areas I'm not going to dwell upon. The competencies, which is generic for everyone, is what we talk about: meaning competency, relation competency, learning competency, and change competency. Okay, go to Dreyfus et al. 1980. This is something was done way back in 1980. Okay, but we've never looked into it. Yeah, and you can understand this. Knowledge, okay, the new learning order, not the technical aspects, okay, but this is generic. Information literacy, you need to have systems thinking, design thinking, environmental literacy, and digital literacy, which DG talks about. Your skills in the future, which we expect, is new leadership skills. You can't say you're not going to be a leader at your own unit level or your team level. You are a leader. So the design thinking of how to improve things, futures thinking, you need to know how exactly things are 5 years, 10 years from now. Transformative thinking, lateral thinking, negotiating skills, PRO, collaborative skills. And now people talk about intelligence, which is social and relationship intelligence, cross-cultural intelligence, and the most important thing is the adaptability and balance. Okay, that you need to have, all cemented by what DG says as the digital age literacy. I think I'm going to end this soon, in about 2-3 slides. So, the onslaught of AI is coming. AI, artificial intelligence in the health sector. The building blocks that you need to put up, okay, are this: ethics and confidentiality. We really have to seriously look when AI comes in. What about leadership and culture? How can we adopt and adapt? Okay, workforce transformation. Like I said, many of us will be out of job because I don't even need people at senior management to be many of us. All I need is a dashboard. Probably the DG is there, even the deputy DGs are not going to be there in the future. We don't know. It's all at twist of the button, and the robots are there to answer questions. Talk about clinical effectiveness with AI. There's also commercial investment, public readiness, and regulation. So all these things are what we have to look at forward. So in summary, stormy seas ahead. Yeah, it is stormy seas ahead. One instance, calmness, but many times it's going to be stormy seas that you, as the captain of the ship, all right, have to be prepared. What I'm doing is give you those little bits and pieces for you to prepare yourself for the stormy seas. You can't wait, all right? You can't wait for calmness. Let the storm pass and move. It's too late by then, all right? You have to prepare, okay? And then move when the sea is there, or you're going to lose all your opportunities. Opportunities strikes only once or twice, nothing more than that. Whether we like it or not, healthcare, like I said, is a risky business. Most of the time, if you look at the iceberg, it's only what? 1/8, 1/9 up there, and the other things are all submerged, okay, underneath. The praises are very few. It's the brick and bats that you're getting. You're being harassed by me, by DG, by minister, alright? Those people harass you all through me lah. They don't call you directly. So through Dato and other senior management at your state, whatever it is. So there are lots of complaints, but we have to deal with all kind of these things. Now, like what we say by Dr. Yusof yesterday, okay, it is not the strongest of the species that survive, not the most intelligent, but the one most responsive to change. So in moving forward, you have to change or be changed. That's the bottom line, okay? I promised yesterday, yesterday, the day before, that I will end with a story. So too bad, huh? The others were not here. Okay, you don't hear the story. It's a story of Ubuntu. This is a folklore from South Africa. A psychologist, a behavioral psychologist, did this study in a very poor area, in a village, kampong in South Africa. He went to a field, called all the children between the age of 5 to 10 to the field, asked them to stand in a row, okay, from one end to one end, and told them to the front, about 100 meters away, there's a big tree. And he said to the children, I've put sweets around the tree. Sweets, a lot of sweets. Okay. And the instruction I'm going to give you, told the children, is at the blow of the whistle, run as fast as you can and go to the tree, grab as much as you can. And he asked the children, do you all understand? Yes. He blew the whistle. To his surprise, the children, without running first, held hand in hand, and they ran together to the trees. Whether he's weak, whether he's strong, whether he's short or tall, they ran hand in hand to the trees. And Ubuntu is, I am because we are. This is a very philosophical message that was put up. And secondly, the question that they said when he asked, how can one be happy when others are sad? They come from a very poor environment. They do it together. That's what they did. So they said, no, I cannot, because I'm strong, I cannot be there and take everything. It is together, because it's hardship that they face, and they go through it together. So the story of Ubuntu goes to all of us. I know all of you are very passionate about your patients. You want the best. You keep on harping to me, can I get my GA machines? Can I get this, can I get that? Yes, I know. Of course, I'm trying my very best. But look at your colleagues in East Malaysia. Do you know how far Miri is from Kuching? 7 hours. And what is 7 hours from Kuala Lumpur? Probably, okay, with now the new motor cars, whatever it is, okay, you can reach Kedah, or even 3 hours. Sekarang Sabas. Kalau you talk about Kelantan in Peninsular Malaysia. Yeah, less than that. So along the way, you can stop to get help in Terengganu, Kuantan, right? And then coming there, from Miri down to Kuching, what help can they get? Nothing. And yet, here we are, okay, I want this, I want that. Seriously, any cardiologists around? None of the cardiologists around. Ada, sorry, I saw you. Besar you macam ni pun tak nampak ya. Cardiology, kan, just to say, we want to put up a center in Mecca. Bullshit, that's what I'm telling. Why do we put, if you look at, okay, Australia, if you look at Australia, do they have one in every state? They regionalize. And for a good center, you need to have at least 6 cardiologists at any one time. Putting one cardiologist in every state, what can this person do? And I've got to put up labs for all of you. ICL labs. Is that going to be worthwhile? These kind of things. But again, I had a lot of arguments. Okay, I tried to resist, but I lost the battle. Okay, cardiology is coming to Malacca. But that's okay. Alright, my conscience is clear because I feel that certain things we need to consolidate, aggregate. But between Sabah, Sarawak, okay, separated by the South China Sea with Peninsula, you should think, look, of Ubuntu. They are at a very deprived state. Many of the pakas over there in terms of equipment and so on and so forth. And I do hope, alright, I think national advisors, that was my last message to them, is look into this. And Minister agreed with me, DG agreed with me that we are trying our very best to get them at par and so on and so forth. So, I leave all of you with these words by Donald M. Berwick. You know who Donald M. Berwick is? Quality guru of modern day era. Whether we like it or not, we have to be advocates. We have no choice. To try to avoid political fray through silence is impossible. Because silence is now political. And if I were to put up what Minister and what DG keeps saying, silence is no more an option for any one of us. Yeah. So you either engage or assist the harm. There is no third choice for all of you. So I end this because this is my swan song. I'm going to leave the service, but I do hope and I wish all the best for all of you in moving forward. Technical competency, I'm not that worried. All of you are there. But it's the other art of care. The science of care is something that all of you are good in. But it's the art of care. In trying to move things together for the ministry is something that we're really lacking in. And we need to pursue this together. As I said, goodbye is a very difficult word. And I just interpret it as the hardest part of holding on is always letting it go. So I have to let go. I think all of you are already in a position to move things. And I feel that the new Deputy DG, work with him or her. Okay. I'm not going to say anything. Work with him or her. Okay, I'm not being gender biased. You can try to pierce it out of me. You are hearing so many things, but until this person gets his or her letter, anything can happen, right? But work with the new Deputy DG, and I'm sure you can move things well. Thank you very much, and I think all the best to all of you.